Have you ever committed a sin, maybe a big one or maybe a little one, and you just spend the rest of the day um, feeling guilty or feeling shame, and maybe you've already confessed the sin to God and apologized in it or apologized for it, but you just continue to feel guilt and shame about it, and you continue to condemn yourself for it. I have done that in the past where even though I maybe after I committed the sin, I immediately apologized to God, immediately sought forgiveness, but then I continued to condemn myself for it and feel shame for it. And sometimes we feel more righteous for doing that and for kind of almost punishing ourselves for that sin by continuing to shame ourselves for it. But that's actually playing exactly into the enemy's plot to separate us from God and to keep us from receiving the grace and the forgiveness that He is constantly extending to us. Because the thing is, when we are sitting in that shame and dwelling on our mistakes, it keeps us from coming back into communion with God. It keeps us from having a clear conscience and, coming before the throne of God with a clear conscience because of His grace, because of the power of the blood of Jesus to make us righteous before Him and righteous in His sight. And so, if you've recently committed something that you've just been shaming yourself about and feeling like, you can't get back into the presence of God because of this thing that you've done, I want you to know that, the blood of Jesus is powerful enough to immediately cleanse you of all unrighteousness. You don't have to punish yourself for 3 days by not seeking out God. The second you confess, the second you ask for forgiveness, you are welcomed back into His presence. The power of His blood is immediate. It cleanses you immediately. So don't keep on condemning yourself for something that God is no longer condemning you for. There's forgiveness, there's grace, and there is freedom. He's welcoming you back into His presence. So that's all I had to say. Hope this encourages you.